This short film, just over 3 minutes long, is in black and white. Vidya Patel is British Indian and in her early 20s. Her black hair is smoothed back from her face into a low bun. She wears a long, sleeveless white dress, which has a very simple top with raw edges, the neckline skimming over the collarbones. It falls into a slim column shape to the ankle, with additional lengths of loose fabric crossing the lower body at diagonals, caught at the hip and swirling out as she turns. A slit in the back of the skirt allows for wide steps, but the dress remains very structured. Vidya's feet are bare. Although the choreography is drawn from Kathak tradition, the vivid colours, jewellery and makeup associated with classical Indian dance have been stripped away to focus on the movement, and the musicians and the speaker of the vocal composition are not visible. The movement is often smooth and flowing, in contrast to the rapid pulse of the music. In the first section, Vidya's body is still, the emphasis on her arms and face. Storytelling gestures evoke elements of the natural world. The central section is faster and involves more steps and jumps, culminating in an extended spin in the final section. The film is shot in bright summer sunshine and cuts rapidly between an open-air platform and trees and grass. The platform's at about table height, with a solid white base about 3 meters square, and a block of similar dimensions standing vertically behind, forming a white backdrop. It stands in a grassy clearing in English woodland. Dark foliage rises behind the white wall to twice its height. To the right there's a silver birch, and a tree with pale blossom to the left. The platform's a neutral white box, and at the same time it suggests a stone memorial or altar built in the open air, or even a small room with the walls taken away to allow the dancer to communicate with the natural world. The quick cuts mean a movement might begin on the bright white platform and be completed in dappled light among the ivy-clad birch trees. As the film begins, the title Vidya Patel appears in white capital letters overlaid on the image of the white platform in the woods. Vidya lies on the white platform, curled up on her side, a close-up on her peaceful, sleeping face resting on her arm. Cut to her circling her arms among trees, sunlight forming a halo. She stands on the platform, eyes closed, tips her head back, feeling the sun on her face, dips one hand to touch the ground, scoops up to touch her brow and arches back as if drawing a bow. Trails one hand as if through water, follows her hand darting upwards like a dragonfly. 2 hands pat the air to rise and sink, and rise, pat, 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 and eddy round to float up. A flick to the side, and both arms unfurl to stretch. Flick, unfurl, flick to the other side, unfurl. A long shot. She stands in the centre of the platform, framed by trees, wrists pressed together and apart, creepers zigzag up a tree, high and wide, twist and turn. She bows forward over her knee, barefoot on soft grass, arms gather to the heart and open overhead, joined to reach upwards, tall as the trunks behind. Her shadow on the white wall, pointing fingertips twist upwards, echo the spreading branches of a huge pine tree. She bows to touch the ground, springs up. She turns to reach, and turns to reach. Her gaze follows as an arm folds, snaps up diagonal, wrists circle, up and out, round and up. Feet lightly crisscross on the floor, on the grass. A jump and curtsy, spin in the trees, on the platform. Wrists crisscross as she patters backwards to kneel. Her head drops back as arms cross overhead. The shadow falls on the wall. On the grass she arches back. Wrists cross, arms pulse. She leans back and looks up as wings beat upwards into the trees. On the platform she spins, stops, arms weave, a faster turn, arms snap up, diagonal, and back. One hand draws a vertical line with force and focus. A flick out to the side, that way. Repeats. A hop. A quick turn. A hop. Side onto us, arms open, close, open, close, open. Wrists flick. Knees bend, arms rise and fall like a wave. She spirals, her calm expression a still point in the spin. One arm out horizontally, the other curves overhead. She changes arms, sweeps through the air, tips her face up to the sunshine. Small steps carry her round, smooth and fast. Both arms lift overhead. She comes to a stop. A twist in her dress holds the memory of the spiral as her arms float down to rest. Commissioned by Sadler's Wells. Director Jacob Sutton. Choreographed and performed by Vidya Patel. Produced by Partner Films. Special thanks to Kate Prince. Director of Photography Oliver Darman. Editor Tom Chick. Stylist Karen Langley. All clothes by J.W. Anderson. Hairstylist Alfie Sackett. Makeup artist Mari Bruce. Set build Oliver Briscoe Stagg. Music composed by Shami Pittia. Katak compositions created and spoken by Sujara Banerjee. Tabla by Amrit Pal Singh. Special thanks to Barry Fenby and Martin Cronin, Kim and Jake Sutton. This film has been made possible with the support of Barclays. sadlerswells.com